Hello, you guys. This is Second Status, and today I will be continuing on with my tutorial series on how to sprite inside of Gimp. And as I mentioned before in the past previous video, the previous video was just an opening to what was to come, and so this is this is the recording for lesson one, first segment. And this talks about this basically in this tutorial I'll be talking to you about sprites in general. So before I get into that, this is Gimp. You're easily able to just download Gimp off of their website, www.gimp.org. I'll if I feel like putting a link in the description, I will, but bleh. Anyway, yeah. So I have it open. I have GIMP 2.8. You can, if you want, like in this version, you're able to make this into a single window mode, and I think it's pretty useful. I use it most of the times. I just set it at the default because I want you guys to see what was gonna come up first, rather than for you to just come to me and say, "Hey Kyrie, hey Second Status, hey Kai, I want single window, blah blah blah." Anyways, so this is what the GIMP looks like. It comes with all these options. The pretty self-explanatory. Um, the layering system, all the technical stuffs over here, and tool options for the various tools that you're gonna use, and basic stuff. So as we get GIMP out of the way, let's talk about sprites. Now, let's say you want to find a sprite. Look at my glorious toolbar. Let's say you want to find a sprite. Open up your internet web browser. And some sites to go to would be Sprites database or Sprites resource. I personally like database better. Don't ask why I use search AOL. I know damn well that there's Google. Um, yeah, I can't use Google for whatever reason, but Sprites database .net. It's gonna load real quick. So as you can either go onto an official website, search it into the official Sprite website, or you can just search them up within the your search engine's photo album things of what it finds in the images. Um, Normally, if you want to do it by that method, you would just type in character name, and if you really wanted to, game that character is from sprite sheet, and you will more than likely find a sprite sheet of that character. But anyways, let's see here. Let's say we want to find a Mega Man, something related to Mega Man. So we'll just go in the search bar, enter in Mega Man, and in Sprites database, it will go through all of the keywords that resemble, you know, Mega Man. It may pull up. It'll file it up with games or files or, you know, contributors and authors. Um, right now, it's showing me this. Huh? Doesn't even. Okay, if you don't like the selection that it has for you, if you don't like the, you know, get the games that it offers, easily just go on to another Spriting website, i.e. spritesresource.com, and go load up here and just type in Mega Man. Sorry, I'm doing this at 11 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, 12. And I just got done with a video that I was making that's been in production for a while. Check it out on my YouTube channel, because I will more than likely post it the day that this video is released, or maybe the day after, or, you know, who knows. Just misspelled Mega Man. Okay, so has a couple of options. Has a couple of games and sprites available to me. I would want to just go to the actually, let me go on to this one. Now, thing about sprite sheets, most sprite sheets that you will encounter are transparent, and you know, transparency. The photo that allows transparency, the extension type is PNG. So keep that in mind. PNG is best used for sprites. Um, if it's just it's just the best thing to do. JPEGs might decrease the quality of the sprites that you're dealing with, and you know, it'll make it even more pixelated. Like, not pixelated, but blurry, as in far away blurriness, to where you can't even make it out if you zoom in. But yeah, I like the sheet, and so I'm just gonna download it. Download it right here. Show a folder. It is a PNG, and that's nice. So once you've installed Gimp onto your computer, you will be able to just right click and go up to your edit with Gimp. Just an easier way to or you can actually just click, hold, and drag it over to Gimp, dragging it to here. Then it will load automatically. Now, see, you're able to zoom in right here in various different zoom in options. You're able to use the magnifying glass to zoom in at a specific range that you want it to go. And as you can see, it's, you know, it's sprites look highly detailed, and yeah, you're able to see them clearly even at close range. Now, now the thing that you may be asking is, what is the checkered, this checkered thing? this checkered thing is the resemblance of the transparency. Um, Basically, what transparency is it's it's like see through. Basically, if you know if you're not literate, but it's able to see through. Basically, it's what it means, and it's very, it's like saying, let's say this let's say this sprite individual is not, let's say this sprite individual, it's not, transparency. So actually, oops. So now if I were to just, like this part isn't transparent, this part is. If I were just to copy visual, just shift control C to copy the visual and paste it. Well, this is pasting over. I'll paste as a new layer. And you see right here, it blocks the Mega Man sprite. Oh, that's right there. And if I cut out this white, it will be transparent and you'll be able to see, the boundary, like what's, not the sprite itself. But yeah. And let me delete this. Let me delete this also. So yeah, this is a basic sprite sheet. This is a sprite sheet of Mega Man, as I said. What else should I mention? Basically, if let's say you wanted to just rip a sprite, I have another tutorial on how to rip sprites individually on a mass, rate. But that's another tutorial, and just look for it on my channel. I posted it on my channel, I posted it on my channel, maybe like 2 months back. It's kind of old, but it's still pretty useful. Explained a lot of stuff. But anyways, let's say you want to cut out an individual sprite. I would just, you would just go use the selection tool right here, or you could just press R. Remember, hotkeys will save your life. And then you would just hold and drag it over, and then these little lines right here, the lines are the boundaries, obviously. So keep that in mind when you're dealing with this. So you can either Shift C to copy, or Shift or Control X to cut it. Control Z to redo, undo. I mean, so just Shift C and then Shift Control V, and then it would be pasted into its own picture. And just a high fucking in the Mega Man. Now what we want to do next is to go to File, Export, or Export As. You could just press Control E or Shift Control E, and you would export it. Once you create an untitled image, it will automatically ask you to name it, and you can just keep it untitled or whatever you want. You could just call this Mega Man Blink. But I personally like to create a folder, name it this character that I'm doing the sprites of, and then put it in, and then put the action, But you can do it however you want to. That's just the way that I like to do it to keep it organized. Um, and I'm not gonna say this because it would just be a waste. Um, and let's say the original. Remember, once you zoom in, it's not going to be the same size as you zoomed it into. It's always going to be the original, which is level 100. Well, at 100%. This is how it's going to look, like this. If you want to expand it, basically all you just need to do is just go to image, then go down to scale image, then press select. You can also scale an image by this tool right here, but it's kind of finicky. I don't really like to rely on this tool very much. I just want to go onto the thing, the pop up. But now this method has a bit. This method uses interpolation, which is basically like how it stretches or minimizes the image according to what you set it to. Basically, if you're dealing with a quality picture, like like a regular photo picture, you would use cubic. Um, but since we're dealing with sprites, we're gonna keep it at none. And what none is, it just basically keeps the exact image and just scales it up to the appropriate size. Um, so we could just hold up until we get to how we wanted to, or we can reset this, and we can hold shift and star, use the star right there, and then type in any random number like 5. And so this is actually an equation, 41 times 5, and you press enter and it will do the equation for you, and you'll have 205 which is the answer. And so yeah, like if you want to do a precise match, like 2 times scale, 4 times scale, 8 times scale, then you would just basically, it's just as easy to do it as this, star 8 for 8 times scale, enter, and we get 328. So we press the scale button, and this is how it's going to look. It's zoomed in at 800% as it is right now. If we zoom in already, it's fucking big, and it still looks fine-tuned. It doesn't look all like randomly pixelated, So yeah, so that is all I have to say to you for talking about the basics of sprites and how you rip sprites and how you resize them and all. And also talked a bit about the inside works of Gimp. Of course, it's not all that Gimp has to offer, but it's always good to start at the basics. So yeah, be sure to look out for my other tutorials, and I'll see you next time.